Hey everybody, how are you? This is Jim Prusek from the Pain PT. Hope you guys are doing well. And today I want to talk about another important topic is looking after your needs. What do you need? What do you need? And I ask other questions a lot of times to people to look at in terms of what emotion are you feeling? How are you feeling now? These are good questions to ask yourself on an emotional level to identify more clearly and easily how you're feeling emotionally, because we know a lot of times these emotions are somaticizing into the body as somatic symptoms. And so we want to identify them more readily because that is one area that we know from the research that is implicated in chronic pain and other chronic symptom disorders. So another question you can ask yourself is, what do you need right now? What do you need? And you're asking yourself this question. I pose this to my group as well, and individual coaching session people in an audio to look after their own needs and to ask themselves this very same question. What do you need right now? And you want to learn to become an inner parent to yourself. Again, some people can imagine this as being an inner child who's acting out, who's reacting to whatever's happening and giving you these symptoms. Again, a lot of people have been through trauma. A lot of people I work with who have these chronic illnesses and chronic ailments have adverse childhood events. They're called ACE scores. They've been through some trauma, and the nervous system and brain have been altered. So they can end up having a lot of these reactions. And if we look at this, a lot of this stuff does come from early childhood times. Even later in life, things can happen that are traumatic or PTSD and set off a bunch of brain reactions that continue to go on to this day. And what we want to do is we want to become that wise, caring, but firm parent who can answer that question: what do we need right now? What do we need? What does our inner child need? What is it asking for? What do you need? Do you need reassurance? Do you need support? Do you need comfort? Do you need some love, self-love? Do you need compassion? Do you need a kick in the butt to move forward? Do you need to be told everything's going to be okay, that everything is fine, you're safe? What do you need? Now, you're posing that question to yourself, and you're going to answer it for yourself. And in this way, you're going to give that to yourself, what you need. I want you to give this to yourself. And in this way, you're becoming the parent to your inner child who has been affected by the trauma and the ACE scores and other things in your life. You're becoming that wise, gentle, caring, but firm parent who's going to look after yourself. And the very best person to give that to you is yourself. Instead of looking for it from other people and trying to acquire it from other people, as an adult now, we need to learn to give this to ourselves, because no one else is going to parent us anymore. No one is going to be able to do that. Unfortunately, the time has passed since we were children. And at this point in time, the best person to do this is ourselves. Again, that wise parental part of our brain needs to step in and offer what the child is looking for. Is your inner self looking for comfort and support and compassion and nurturing and acceptance? And at times, is that child needing to be told, let's go, we can do this, a bit of confidence, a bit of, we're able to do this. Let's work through this fear that you're scared of, that you're terrified of moving forward. Okay, so we have to be able to decipher what's happening. It's really nice to look at it as an inner child brain and as an adult brain. Again, the adult brain being the prefrontal cortex that gets developed later in life, and the childlike brain, the inner child, being that limbic brain that starts operating at a very young age. Okay, so we're trying to teach the inner child or the limbic brain that everything's okay, that we're safe, we're all right, we can handle emotions, we can work with emotions, we're confident, we're able, we're strong, we're healthy, and also that we need support. We need loving, caring, compassionate support, self-compassion. Self. The word self now means you're giving it to yourself. You're giving self-compassion, self-assurance, self-confidence, right? You're giving these things, self-affirming. You're giving these things to yourself. In other words, self-efficacy, which is the belief that you can do things. You are giving this to yourself from your parental cortical brain. You need to do this. Now, what a lot of people end up doing is they end up giving themselves the opposite message, the opposite of what I just mentioned. They're criticizing themselves. They're pressurizing themselves. They're being hard on themselves. They're beating themselves up. They're being very, very negative with themselves. Okay. We don't want to do that because what is that doing? That's hurting ourselves. That's hurting ourselves, not helping ourselves. So we are trying to lift ourselves up, not put ourselves down, support and care for ourselves with loving self-compassion, not self-criticism. Okay. And we're building the self-empowerment. There's another word. We're teaching our child to be empowered and confident and strong and capable and healthy to tend for our needs. And we're also able to give ourselves the love and acceptance and nurturing and care and soothing that the child needs. It's the combination of things, or maybe certain things that you need to give yourself. What do you need? What do you need? So back to the question that we started with. What are your needs? What do you need right now? What is your inner self, your inner child, your limbic brain need right now from you as the parent? And let's see if we can step in, everybody, and become that wise, compassionate, but firm, confident parent who knows and understands what this is and what we need to do to help ourselves to heal, to feel better, to get that limbic brain and the inner child to quiet down, to feel more settled, to feel more safe, to feel more empowered, confident, and capable. All right, everybody, let's make it a great day. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. Also, if you are looking for support on your own journey, reach out to me at thepainpt.com. I offer group classes weekly. I also offer a one-to-one consultation where we'll go over more detail, your history, to really pin down, identify that this is TMS. This is mind, body, your diagnosis. And then from that point on, you can move forward with some of the practical approaches that I'm teaching here. Okay, take care, everybody. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.